jungling she's going to be doing this game. Tier 1 tower's about to fall here as well. Like,
he's going to go for Ori.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
I think start attacking the sentry so he knows.
Ooh, I don't know if that's going to matter, though.
He has a lot of mana, though, with the mana shield. I think he's going to be okay.
I think this is okay for them to pressure him out, as long as they don't lose anybody. Ori came back, and now all of a sudden he is in a lot of trouble. The assassinate comes in, Innocence with the kill. He's happy to give his life up.
Jinky does die as well. It's so funny to see how differently EHOME are playing this game. Like, how greedy has Jinky been normally with his gameplay and Innocence and things like they've really wanted to get their levels and things. But they see, because they've been doing so well in this mid, they both just start running mid. And they're like, well, we can just run at the Deucer and we can take the tower. Just by like being a little bit less greedy for ourselves. And it's a really nice adaptation.
Troll's like, I'm going to get here first. Eurus picks up both boundaries. Mask of Madness first for the sniper, already finished. So we'll see what Ori can do in terms of trying to bring this game back, because he's not terribly far back in terms of experience. It's really just a lot of gold though this early on.
Yeah, and you have to remember, like, Snipers actually is going for physical damage. I wonder if it's because of, like, how good of a start to the game he's had. He feels like he doesn't have to be like this playmaker, right? They can just be a little bit more greedy on between their two cores. That's interesting. I like that he's going for MKB as his damage item, especially up against, like, this Brewmaster and stuff, right? Hook shot.
Disruption, but DY getting lit up, and another kill there for nothing to say.
That Bruce split goes on the Mars, actually.
They've got the arena. Faith Beyond taking a lot of damage with Furious rotating, but it won't be able to finish him off. As the arena holds him close, and now Eurus, he's been hit with the dust. The Supernova is in, but nothing to say. He ends up dead. Eurus falls. Faith Beyond, he'll die as well. Supernova done popping in time. Nothing to say, in a bit of a bad position there.
I'm really surprised Sniper went in there as far as he did. Like, there's no reason to.
They're looking for more. And they have Innocence. But Sylar, he comes in and should be happy to grab at least one kill.
Yeah, he's going to be really happy with that. He can just carry on farming. Now, what's he building? I mean, he's just got 2,000 gold saved up.
Is it worth getting a Diffusal?
Yes, potentially. But he might feel like he needs, like, S&Y Satanic was my thing before, right? So does he go Diffusal then into the S&Y, or does he want to build like a Yasha first to help its general farm speed, and then back for a Diffusal kind of thing? Maybe he goes like S&Y into Diffusal into Satanic. I have no idea. It all depends how he feels like he needs to play the game.
Dire's bottom tower.
But their network lead is really starting to disappear, by the way.
Now Cogs into the spear! Oh my god, the combo! Arena's down. Yang don't have the commitment. Eurus can't hit into this. They don't exactly have the damage, though, to continue forward as Sylar pop the battle trance. Faith Beyond and Innocence are dead into the Stone Gaze, and all of a sudden they lose 3. That was everybody rotating for Vici situation where Sniper's not there in the fight, and they didn't have Supernova to go with that arena.
They're just getting like a little bit over aggressive. They don't need to, right? Like the Sniper and the Troll, if the later this game goes, like the Sniper should just win the game for them, right? The Sniper, like the Troll had like 2-point-something thousand like gold dead net worth, right? And it comes back to this point of, if you have dead net worth, it doesn't mean you have a gold advantage, right? We talked about it before. So effectively you're trying to take a fight when you're really behind. Now all of a sudden Troll's about to finish Diffusal. Imagine if he'd finished the Diffusal before that fight, right? Like, you need to be playing around your item timings, which is what they did so well before, and it feels like they're just running at them non-stop now instead.
Trying to overwhelm them instead of playing the style that has gotten them here. But we'll see. Just, you know, I think maybe you get overzealous once, and that's okay.
Well,
And you can't let it happen again.
They've done it at least twice already, like when the sniper died before as well.
At least they have cooldowns there. I think in this situation they didn't. Now Arena's down, Spirit's used, Eurus locked up, but 4 heroes here for the side of Vici, and they're going to grab another kill on a Faith Beyond.
Career as well. Fair play to Vici, considering how far behind they were at the start of this game. They've actually made really good rotations around the map, and they've not allowed EHOME to play that really aggressive style they want to early on. Like, they are responding to fights, and that was the point of this Brewmaster pick, right? Like, they have to be able to have a chance of winning team fights, and Brewmaster's one of the best heroes in Dota at that. Like, you pop the ult, and it's just so strong. It reminds me of, like, Tidehunter as well. I think Tide and Brew are the two that really come into my head when I think of just team fight, like, winners. And they are going to go into Roche, though, on the EHOME side.
Yeah, they should have this. 15-minute mark, get yourself an Aegis. But look at where Medusa is. Medusa has pulled her way back into the game, and I think that stems from the fact that that bottom fight really went well for them, and Ori was very much involved.
And now, imagine if Ori had had this much space in the mid game, and he'd done well in the laning stage.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be in such a crazy position right now in the game. MKB almost finished on the sniper, though.
Enchantress bottom left.
Oh, I'm not even looking. It was Legion Silencer. Come on, chat, play along.
Legion's in the middle right.
Yeah, Silencer's just middle leftish. It's like right near the middle.
I saw him. Nice, we nailed it.
I hope our ops has the thing up, otherwise we're just going to sound really stupid.
You'd be surprised.
I sound really stupid all the time anyway.
Hey, me too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've come to the conclusion that I sound stupid 100% of the time. All of a sudden, by the way, Sniper has an MKB.
Yeah, it's really good. 300 gold or 250 gold or so. Yeah, it's like, I'd really like to see this Mars go for a Halberd as well up against the Dusa. Like, up against Dusa and Clinks as well. Like, it's not even just Dusa. And potentially the Troll as well. I think it saves a lot of, you know, you can always disassemble it if you want to as well and change it into like SMY Butterfly later on if you want to.
Innocence. Ooh, point blank hook shot. Not sure you even really wanted to hit that. Unbeknownst to him, Eurus is right there.
Threw it. Oh, so he threw it knowing it would miss. Is that what you're saying? Because he didn't want to hit it.
No, I just think he didn't know that he didn't want to hit that.
Right, okay.
Because that hits, and I think he's just dead.
I think this Hurricane Pike on Deuce is a really good choice, by the way. Like when you're playing against like this troll, against the top left as well, you really need to force stuff.
Spear swap, DY dead, saves Yang, and Eurus. He throws down the burning army. And is that going to be enough? Supernova on the back line. They get the kill on Innocence. How far are they going to chase with this going? They'll cyclone up the Mars, and they'll start to take away the army.
They need to get on the side.
Sylar needs to get the trance off. Just in time, goes after Eurus, gets the kill, and soon Yang's going to be back to form right into the hands of both the Troll and the Sniper. PYW avoids this spear, and well, it's not going to stop him from dying anyway.
Yeah. I think they found the Sniper problem very quickly. Like, he buys that MKB and he just stands still and hits people the whole fight. But they have no way of getting onto him. Like, the only thing they can do is like maybe like the Clinks can find a way around with his invis, or like the Storm Panda can run in and try and cyclone him up in the air, but it's so difficult. Oh, Imp Claw. Oh dear.
For the Sniper.
I love that Sylar wasn't afraid to pop his battle chance there and didn't just let the Aegis run out. It's 100% the right call.
Dire's middle tower.
Now, nothing to say. He's taking this ancient stack. He can come over and start taking the tier 2 if he wants as well, which he will start to do.
Swap stun on the Mars. The damage is on him. Sunray will save him. Wave of Terror. The damage isn't there though. You look at Yang taking all this damage from nothing to say. You need to be careful about your positioning though, because there's the swap and now he's gone. They also just got the Aegis out of the hands of Sylar. Again, it's just Sniper kind of waddling his way too far forward. And Innocence, Faith Beyond, Jin Q all alone need to leave. Troll at about half health, and if they can lock him down, maybe Eurus can finish him off. He was just waiting for the Burning Army, but he's got some distance and will survive.
That's a couple of times now where I've just felt like this Sniper has been like, yeah, I'm allowed to get my damage off wherever I stand. Like, he does need to be careful still, right? Like, it is a bit of a worry.
You're not allowed to just stand there and trade.
Yeah, like there is a swap available, right? Like they will pull you out of position even further if you ever get into a scenario where you will have that potential. I like that DY's going force as well. Like he understands they have to get to the sniper. That's the big thing. So it's good defensively, it's good offensively as well.
It's got enough for a singular ulti orb right now.
Oh, who's taking the Vambrace here? They can get to the brew. Well, Avenge is just going to take it, I think. Oh, no, okay, they're giving it to the Clicks. Fair enough.
Power Diffusal going in BKB. He's about 800 gold away. Sniper's also looking for BKB. Would you like him getting a Hurricane Pike, or is he? I don't know. I feel like he's waddling in too far.
He doesn't need it. Yeah, like I thought he might go just for like
the lance,
some kind of like raw HP item. Like I think he had Scardy queued up before, which I wouldn't mind it. But like BKB's okay as well. Oh, I think Innocence might be dead.
Nah, you mean PYW, not Innocence.
Oh, sorry, yeah, PYW, not Innocence. Innocence was the one on top of him. I just realised he's playing Clock 5, by the way, and it's not Phoenix 5. That's just transitioned in my head. Like, for some reason, in my head, I just assumed it was the other way around.
I thought maybe it would end up being Phoenix 5 just because of the Clink's potential to kill the egg, but
yeah, it goes both ways though, right? Like he's also building Holy Locket, by the way, which is really interesting. So maybe this is the new norm. Oh yeah, PYW.
PYW dead. Eurus showed himself. He's dead, but he killed something to say. He killed him so quickly. They did use the Primal Split on this, and Troll, he's making his appearance into the fight late. Do so from the high ground, but Sylar doesn't want anything to do with this, and I think they're okay with losing the Clockwork. I don't know if they really would love the Sniper back.
They just got their BKB though on the Sniper as well, right? Like,
yeah,
it's dual BKB now that they have on the 2 cores, and they can't fight with them straight away because the Sniper just died just before. Like, they're getting a little bit too aggressive again. Like, they need to just, again, we said it before, play around their item timings, make sure they have their items up before they take these big engagements. It's not awful. Like, they kill the Shadow Demon, they kill the Clinks, but, you know, I still think that they're in a decent position this game. It's just, you do have to be careful. Like, you're playing against the Deucer. Venge Deucer, we know what happens.
Yeah, I don't think that was terrible just because, like, they still killed the Clinks, but...
Yeah. But you saw how much damage the Clinks did to the Sniper, right?
Yeah, he died immediately with the Burning Army down.
This is what I mean. Like, they have problems getting to him, but if they do get to him, the Sniper dies, like, every time. He has BKB, which helps now, but a lot of it's physical damage. They have the Shadow Demon Purge as well.
Hook shot onto Ori. They've got the cogs. They have a save, but Yang, he doesn't have a Primal Split. And look at where the Supernova is. Ori?
No way.
Oh, wow. 30 health. There's the Assassinate.
not a headshot. Yeah, sorry.
Nothing to say with the double
maybe
kill.
it was a headshot. We don't know, but
There it goes.
I think any assassinate is a headshot.
yeah, probably.
360 no scope.
Dire's middle tower is under
With
attack.
this tier 2 tower mid. Break this back door. Finish it off very quickly.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's about 80 seconds rotation. Well, there's 20 seconds left. So.
Dire's
On the high ground. Take out this burning army. Lose nobody.
Now they know there's no burning army. I actually think that opens the Roshan pit up for them massively. Like that's a lot of the damage that comes through from the clinks around the pit because it's such like a tightly contested area. Yeah, with the Roshan, I think they're just going to start waddling over. Sniper has picked up a DD just at the right time. That's nice, isn't it? Looks might be looking to try and get some couriers here coming over towards the Roshan pit.
What would you be getting on this courier? Dust in a sentry if you can grab it.
Oh, this dude's just coming over, but he's so slow.
He's got the primal split. Ocean about half health. They've got the cyclone onto the troll. Jinkyu.
Pandas
Dive to the back lines, and yeah, they're gonna go for the pandas. Yang almost dead. Ori though in the arena, speared up, swapped from DY immediately. Get the kill onto the Venge. Eurus coming all the way around, but I believe, yeah, well, Supernova was available, but they do kill the Phoenix. Saying nothing to say. To about half health. They've got the cyclone onto the troll. Jingle buyback on the clock as well as the sniper. Pandas dive to this Aegis, but now I say that. Roche is low. Clinks gets the Aegis. Oh, the kill is there for EHOME. Nothing to say.
Yes, cheese on pro.
Nothing to say. Needs to set up in a proper position. He can't let himself die once more, and PYW is right here. There's nobody around this sniper. They need to make sure that he survives, but he's taking so much damage. Ooh, just barely surviving. Oh my god, no!
They passed him the cheese, but he didn't have an open inventory slot.
They left him.
Oh dear.
They left him.
I think Troll's in trouble now, by the way. Or maybe not. Let's find out.
It's the battle trance off, survives though, and will fall afterwards. Nori can take over the game 3v1, but
can they get a hook shot here? Oh, DY, man.
What a player.
Insane.
You still get the cogs around him as well as the spear, though. You just the supernova. They've caught him.
Yes. I don't think he had mana shield on at the end. I don't think it would have made a difference, but even so. This game's so this game's just descended into absolute chaos, by the way. Like, it was so, like, chilled out, like, the last 10 minutes or so. And one Roche fight, and everybody's like, I hate them. Let's just run at them over and over again. Faithion's going to have Blink coming on the courier soon as well if he decides to finish and actually buy it here. Maybe he's thinking he wants, like, something else instead. I don't know.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What else would he... Maybe he's thinking about going Halberd instead. I don't know, like... They do need the initiation, I think. They have hookshot, which is nice, but I don't think you want to rely on hookshot to be able to catch somebody, especially when there's a swap in the game, right? Like, you kind of want more than one. He's actually got Solar Crest queued up now. Okay, fair enough. I don't mind that too much. Anything that stops, like, physical damage is really important in this game. So, never going to be a bad iron.
Save, soon hit level 20, so...
Paladin nice. Sword's been found, by the way, for the Radiant side.
Gosh.
I don't know who's going to take that, the troll or the sniper, but...
Yeah, Sylar's got it.
Fair enough. Cool. Makes sense. Sniper has the growth bow anyway, which he's, probably quite happy with for now.
It was smoke on Vici? Yeah.
Radiant
Have they just picked up an item that... Okay, they've got Clink's BKB. That's the reason they want to go and try and find something here. It's the same... Oh my god. Deuce got a Paladin sword. Cool.
break that smoke so they can't exactly come over onto this. Surprisingly enough, nothing to say he's died 5 times, but this game still feels like it's in his hands. Usually you lose a sniper this many times and all of a sudden like it feels like you just have lost the game. Yeah. Especially to the Dusa. You have a 10k lead on the Dusa. They're on the high ground. Swap, Innocence, dead immediately. Use the primal split. The damage from on the DY is felt. They'll get the kill there. They look at Yang. They'll take out the Pandas. They've got themselves a second. Eurus, though, under the Sentry. And the Assassinate. It hits, but doesn't do enough.
That looked like really good for Vici because they were on the high ground there, but an amazing arena by Faithbehind just blocks all of the Deuce's damage that can come through because they all hit the arena sides, like all that hits. So Deuce just basically becomes ineffective like the whole fight. And I think she's got BKB queued up, which I think she has to. Just realize like this arena is going to be a massive problem for me if I don't build an item to help me deal with it.
Radiant's middle tower.
Because like even if she stands in the arena with BKB on, she can only hit things inside the arena. But she needs to be able to get out.
Dire structures.
On the high ground they go.
Radiant structures.
Waits for a split second. I'll TP away.
Radiant's middle tower is
They forced all the rotations back. Shiva's being built on Phoenix. I am really surprised that Xinqiu's not going for a halberd. And like, I think if you go for a halberd in like the dive range at level 20, it would feel pretty good. But the Sunray during Supernova is like just so big on that hero.
Sylar taking a lot of damage forced to pop the BKB. At least he doesn't die there.
At least he has a Paladin Sword and Supernova. Look, he's full HP again now. Insane. Phoenix is about to be level 18 soon as well, by the way, which I think is another big power spike for them. Having those extra egg hits always helps.
Dire are scanning.
They see the Clinks farming top lane here, so they might look to try and do something bot. Like, Sniper's not with them, which I think is a big problem, but even so...
Making the rotation in immediately.
Look at Innocence. Just hiding.
What do you end up taking at 20? Knockback distance headshot? Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. And he gets a ballista at the 60-minute mark. Dude, are you ready? That's the...
Pirate hat?
The shrapnel just doesn't do anything for him this game. Like, there's no point. He might as well just try and keep his the distance that he... advantage that he wants to. Get all his damage off. He has a Scardy now as well. Wow. He's actually quite tanky now on the sniper.
Radiant
only 2200 health. Blinks, I think, still rips through that.
Yeah, for sure, but like, think about what it was before, right?
Yeah.
He's gained a lot. Plus 25 strength, plus 225 health. He was really squishy before, but...
Safe beyond. Doesn't actually have like a blink dagger to get that like arena in, but they've got the shot on Ori. The damage coming in for nothing to say. You need to be careful. Eurus is behind him. Good arena to make some distance. Now they look over to try and keep nothing to say alive. Eurus in trouble. Icarus side forward. And they get the kill on the Yang. And the damage coming out on the Eurus is enough. And they don't lose Xinqiu.
Ori was so close to dying though on the Medusa, but they get like double 4-staffed him out, I think, with the Shadow Demon and the Venge. They didn't even have to swap him. So again, it comes down to this thing: can they actually go high ground? Like, it's so difficult. Yes, they can hit it from far away with Sniper, but they have no creep wave at the moment. It is coming in now. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this actually. Wow.
I'm back from Eurus.
Roach minimum respawn time's about to hit as well, so they have to be thinking like, is this something we really want to commit to here? Oh no.
Spear hit. Disruption hookshot now through onto this Shadow Demon. They get the kill and the swap, so DY gives him a free +1. Oh boy, Ori getting lit up. The arena doesn't land. The 4-step is there, and now another one to get even further away. The arena actually ends up empty.
The double buyback though from the two supports, and the Brewmaster is about to come up as well. They really want to finish the racks, but this might be a little bit risky. Bench doesn't have any swaps yet.
Sylar gets the kill on a PYW for 70 seconds. They've got the cogs around this Medusa. Down goes Dusa, dead for 85. EHOME, have yourself a day. Go out, celebrate. Maybe not go out, you know, during the pandemic, but enjoy your time. Get some Uber Eats, get yourself a cake, celebrate your time as you just took the group 3-0 by storm.
They dropped one game across all three series in the group that we thought was going to be really difficult for any four of these teams. Wow.